Are you interested in an IT qualification? Stay tuned.
When you display the screen that there's no code involved, it will only show what you echo. So when you run the script and Paint will open, if your variable, which you declared as A, equals to 1, it should go to Paint. Now it reads this colon first as number 1. If you declare your variable here as B, it should also be B here. Or if you declare it as a word, it should also be the same word here.
Hi. Tell us about the IT diploma you offer.
The IT Diploma is a 3-year qualification, which is registered with the Department of Higher Education in South Africa. It's on NQF level 6, 360 credits, accredited by the Council on Higher Education. It's 2-year academic and 1-year practical, and we've got 2 different streams. We've got the software development stream, where our students learn to make desktop applications, network applications, internet applications, cloud applications, mobile applications and different software languages. And then we also have got the infrastructure track. The infrastructure track, the students learn actually to maintain from small to large networks, server farms, enterprise servers, mainly for the financial sector. They learn about firewalls, securing them down, making backups, and so on.
When did you start enrolling deaf students, and how do you accommodate them?
We actually start to enroll the deaf students since this year in January. So this is our first group of deaf students here with us at the campus. The Constitution very clearly stipulates that everybody has access to education and higher education. And we are there to widen access to higher education. And I find that it is our task to help the deaf community and to help these students to have the same possibilities as the hearing students.
I'm their interpreter, but at the same time, I study here. The 8 deaf students are coping the same as any hearing student, meaning some of them excel and some of them find it hard. I always try to help and support them. When I interpret in a class and I have to convey a concept, I'll ask the lecturer to elaborate more in depth. I also help by making summaries of the lecture for them. We also film some of the classes where I interpret the class, and this helps them to study a lot easier. Otherwise, they're treated the same as the hearing students.
Let's see, come from notepad now, let me look my
Right, so it's notepad.
Yeah, I will notepad.
They have weekly assignments, and every Friday there's a test. They are now responsible for themselves. If there is a test on Friday, they're responsible to plan their studies ahead. There's no one reminding them. The same applies to their assignments. They must do their assignments. They're responsible for themselves. If not, they'll get a 0. Enough learning. Let's have some fun at the sports center. When did your interest in IT start? When I was young, I started to learn Word 95. My parents taught me how to use a computer. Later on, I learned about CAT at school. I progressed and studied computer at NID. I needed to study to a higher level. That's when I came here. Do you enjoy campus life? Campus life is great. When I came here the first time, I was nervous. Will I be able to socialize with the hearing? I told myself, let's see what happens. Soon after, I met some hearing students. We write to each other. Do you stick together as a group, or do you socialize with others? I was in a hard of hearing school. When I came to this campus, I met all the students. I didn't know them. It was hard to communicate with them. It was difficult to interact because the hearing culture is different. I try to teach them sign language, but most of the time I mingle with deaf students. What is your goal once you've completed your studies? If I choose programming, I might do that in government. If I choose networking, I might be an IT specialist.
Because without IT, company cannot move on. Now we feel positive because Belgium Campus give us skills of IT, and I will love to work at IBM company.
What is the course fee? To study here is about 40,000 Rand. To stay in the hostel is about 45,000 Rand. The government is funding the bursaries for the deaf students. What qualifications should prospective students have if they want to enroll?
A student must always have matric to start with us, or the National Senior Certificate. We also guide them with their choices. So we've got some aptitude tests where we can see if the student is fit to do IT training courses with us, and if they have a very fair chance of making a success out of it.
My role as an interpreter will change to lecturer. Having someone interpret a class, the deaf student has limited access. Access will improve if I teach in the same language. This is the long-term plan. A course that is fully accessible, but for now, I interpret and give support. I teach sign language to the hearing students every week. Some of them thought it was easy, but they realized it requires a lot of practice. Communication between the deaf and hearing students is improving. In all my years of experience, it is the first time that I encountered an institution eager to improve access to the deaf. For example, in the exams, the student can choose between a written exam, answer questions in sign language on camera, or both. The students now have full access.
Do your double colons, fine, and then your startup command to make sure